All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm gonna be smoking, this is a Rocky Patel Gold Label Toro. I just picked this up the other day from my local cigar place and I figured I'd try something different. I like the Rocky Patel cigars, so I figured I'll give this a shot. It was only 12 bucks. So it's not, it's definitely within the price range. So let me go unwrap it and take a quick look. So let me go give you some details about this cigar. This is a 6.5 inch cigar. It has a 54 ring gauge, and it's I think this is it's Nicaraguan, but I know it has some Ecuador binder, and it's a Connecticut leaf, if I remember Connecticut leaf, if I remember correctly. And the only thing about it that I'm not the hugest fan of is the press. If you can see, it's the pressed, mechanically pressed cigar. Sometimes they have too much airflow, in my opinion. So either too much airflow or not enough. So sometimes that's an issue that I run into with the pressed cigars. But hopefully this one is good. I've heard a lot of good things about it. So let me go get this opened up and cut and fire it up. All right, so let's get this bad boy opened up. It has a lot of, wrapper stuff on there. This is pretty nice. So as you can see, it's a pressed cigar. So for this one, I'm gonna do just a regular straight cut. And I like to just take it just a little bit above the gauge of the cigar. Boom, beautiful. All right, so let's get this bad boy lit up. So I like to give the cigar a little toast, and some people think it's necessary. Some people think it's a waste of time. I like it. I believe it ends up with a nice even burn for the most part. I might be toasting it too much. First impression, like I said, with these pressed cigars, the drag can be off. This one is a bit loose. But not overly, it's not a bad draw overall. Not as tight as I would like it, but this is not bad. All right, let me go smoke a little bit and get back to you. So today I'm going to be enjoying some Blanton's. This is the Blanton's Gold. Let's get it out of this fancy bag. This is the Blanton's Gold. It's a pretty good bourbon in my opinion. Not the greatest in the world. So, I have the gold and the regular one. I prefer the regular one, believe it or not. A lot of people are excited to get the gold, but to me the regular one is actually better than the gold. So gonna be enjoying this with my cigar today and doing some reading in the meantime. I currently have a new project. It's a Cisco SD-WAN project, so doing some reading, catching back up. It's been a few years since I've done SD-WAN, probably about 4 years. I did a large deployment with one of the major US home realty retailers, and that was about 4 years ago. So technology changes a lot, so you got to keep up. So for this project, you got to get up to speed on the newest, latest, greatest. So that's what I'm doing, enjoying the cigar and doing some reading. All right, so my first impression, it has like a toasty, I'm trying to think of like a coffee-ish, but more coffee, chocolate, but kind of a burnt flavor. Not a bad flavor at all. It's actually a good flavor, and I wasn't expecting this flavor in the beginning. I was expecting something different based on the reviews. So I like this flavor so far. It's coffee, I think more like an espresso type of a flavor, a little bitter and chocolatey backtone. At least that's what I taste. And I think the Blanton's, It's kind of adding a peppery flavor to it, so I like it so far. So I'm gonna go get some reading done, and I'll be back halfway through the cigar and let you know my thoughts about the flavor profile. And also I'm gonna drop in some of the details of the cigar here, so you should see it coming up right about now, some details about the cigar. So I haven't been posting videos as often as I would like. It's just, I've still been smoking cigars, but just got really busy with this new project. Did some traveling, you know, just the end of the holidays. We just got back. We took a cruise, got some cigars from Puerto Rico, got some cigars from DR and from the Bahamas. So I'm gonna review those cigars in upcoming videos, but had a great time. I'm not a big fan of cruises, but this is the first time I took a 7-day cruise, seven day, 8-night cruise. I think that's what it was. And for me personally, 5 days is a maximum for a cruise. I don't think any longer. By day 5, I was ready to come back home, get off the boat. But definitely got my hands on some really good cigars and got to smoke a few. Didn't get a chance to record it just because time in, you know, we only have a limited amount of time on the island. So check out a couple of clips from my trip to the Caribbean, the Eastern Caribbean, basically. Check out a couple of clips right here. There she is. That's our ship, MSC Seaside. And over there we have the Disney cruise. That's gonna be our next trip.
That's the anchor?
Yeah, look at the size of it. We'll take one of those. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take that. The burn. So far the burn of this cigar has been quite even. As you can see, I dropped a piece of ash earlier, but it's a nice even burn. And the actual draw has improved quite a bit. It's not as, in the beginning it was a little bit loose, but I think as I smoked it and a little bit of saliva, you know, packed down this portion of it, the draw has improved quite a bit. But I'm impressed by the even burn of this cigar. Look at that thing. Nice and even. And that's what you're looking for in a quality cigar, especially a cigar at $12 price point. You expect uneven burn for the most part, at least some of the cigars, the lower end cigars. So I'm quite impressed with this so far. And as you can see, I still have the label on just because I'm following the method now of waiting until I get close to the label, and that way it warms up the label so it comes right off and I don't end up ripping the cigar like I've done before in prior videos. So yeah, so far so good. All right, I'm at about halfway point of the cigar, and never fails. Always a mess when I'm trying to prove a point. But basically, I'm at the halfway point of the cigar, and the flavor is really good. I like it has become a little bit more peppery in the background, and that like coffee flavor seems to have faded away. It's more of like a pepper, chocolatey flavor to me right now. But I'm really enjoying the flavor of the cigar. I'm actually gonna put this cigar into my rotation going forward, because with the price point and the flavor profile that the cigar has, I personally like it. I've seen some reviews about it that it says it's not the most flavorful cigar, but at the end of the day, when I smoke a cigar, I'm smoking it to relax, to, you know, come out here, have a drink, read a book, whatever, and just relax. So in my opinion, this is a great cigar. It's definitely going to be on my permanent rotation going forward. I'll give you my final notes when I'm basically done. I'm going to smoke it down to the close to the label and take that off and give you another update. Hopefully the flavors will change, so I have another update. But overall, that I would go out and give it a shot. It might not be your cup of tea, but you know, that's the great thing about cigar and life. Everybody has their own opinion and flavors that they like. So even though I like this cigar, you might try it and be like, this is total garbage. But I know other people out there might really like it. So yeah, give it a shot. Let me go clean up the mess that I just made. All right, y'all, I'm down to the label. So basically, because it's nice and heated up, it should come right off without ripping. Look at that. Perfect. So that's one of the reasons you want to just leave the band on, and that way it'll make it easier for you to take it off without ripping the cigar. So basically that's where I'm at right now. It's actually a phenomenal cigar. I know I say this a lot, but the price point does not translate into the cigar's greatness, value. With a $12 cigar, I feel this is just as good as the, you know, $30, $40 cigars I've had. You know, I've had a couple expensive cigars over the past few months, but you know, for 12 bucks, I am very impressed with this cigar. And like I said in the beginning, I'm not a big fan of the whole press cigars, but this one definitely exceeded my expectation. The flavor now is definitely mellowed out. You can tell it's a medium to full-bodied cigar, because I definitely have a little bit of a light buzz going. I think that's probably because I'm drinking the Blantons with it, but overall, I really enjoyed this cigar. I have a couple of other Rocky Patel cigars in my humidor that I'm gonna try out, so hopefully they're as good as this one. But yeah, it's a really good cigar. Go out and grab you one. Let me know your thoughts. Drop something in the comment. Let me know if you think this is a good cigar and worth getting, and your thoughts about it. Continue to enjoy, you know, the beautiful weather. We're lucky right now. We've had some really cold weather here in Southwest Florida. We're not used to the temperature going below, you know, 50 degrees. Yesterday, I coached soccer and it was 35 degrees in the morning. So that is extremely cold for us here in Florida. I grew up in New York City, so I'm used to the cold, but I moved here to get away from it. So when we're having 35-degree weather in the morning, that's not fun. But today it's 71 degrees right now. So I can't complain. I am pleased with the weather, pleased with the cigar, and you know what? Life is good. I got no complaints. Yeah, just go out and enjoy life, man. You know, there's a lot of stuff going around politics and stuff like that. Ignore all that nonsense. At the end of the day, you just focus on your family and enjoying time with the family, time alone, and just stay away from that negative content. Appreciate your guys' support. I might just do one more update before I'm done, but yeah, this is definitely a number. All right, take care, guys. Boom.